like and subscribe for more new content. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Hello there everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having an amazing day. So we're back with another war video. This is war number 3 in season 25. We're up against New Avengers 2, I believe that's what they're called. I'm starting off in path 7 in section 1 today with this Ebony Maw on kinetic transference and power bond. Obviously easy Quake fight. I believe I only get smacked once, which is fine, but yeah, one hit 8% damage is more than what it normally is. But yeah, he was being quite annoying, to be fair. I think this is the first time in a while I've actually found Ebony Maw to be kind of annoying to Quake. He was being very aggressive, wouldn't back off as much, but yeah, still very easy fight, and then went down really quickly as well. So then came back later after everything was cleared, and we can go to section 2. Today I had path 8, section 2, starting off with this Venom. Yeah, so the strategy here was just to not go to his normal Doom's SP3, but rather just get up to that SP2 and just spam that. So SP1 and SP2 spam without the Fury, because I didn't want to trigger the protection, as Venom is a extra large champ, so you can trigger protect. And yeah, so it was going fine. I think I only triggered protect once this entire fight, and it was from that heavy. So I wasn't too worried with one protect up. The damage still pretty decent. He's going down fairly quickly, so wasn't even thinking about taking it off. But I believe I do get it off at some point, but I also do mess up at some point as well. So I'm just trying to bait out that SP1. Yeah, so over there I did backdraft intercept, got the protection off, then threw off another SP2 again. So yeah, the SP2 without the Fury is fine, does a fair bit of damage, and it doesn't actually trigger the protect, which is nice. But yeah, over here I thought I dashed back the second hit as well, but obviously I didn't. I'm glad the bleed didn't trigger, which would have sucked. It would have lost me a fair bit more health, but I don't really mind. I mean, I didn't really plan on using Doom for anything else. So next fight was a Storm Pyramid X. Now I think I've only Quaked her once, and she doesn't have any like buffs, or so rich get richer won't really affect me. The only person that'll be gaining power is actually Quake, because when she dexes back, she'll obviously gain that precision buff, and then I'll be gaining power. But yeah, I haven't, I've only Quaked Storm Pyramid X once, so I wasn't very familiar with her animations. Not necessarily familiar with them, but just confident Quaking them, because like I know her animations, I use her a fair bit. But yeah, when it comes to Quaking her, I was kind of second guessing some of it. But yeah, mostly keeping my eye on that notification of evade, and then dexing, trying to dex straight after that, and then yeah, going from there. So next up was this Sasquatch on powerful from afar and kinetic transference. And so if you watch my last video, the thing here is you just gotta make sure that you have a concussion up at least once when he dexes back, because when the concussion is up and he dexes back, it won't trigger the power gain from powerful from afar, just like that there, and you no longer have to worry about him gaining power. So yeah, the rest of the fight, just speed it up, because there's nothing interesting about the rest of it, just basic Sasquatch quaking. Obviously, be careful of the Wrath of Tanarak. When it does trigger, he's going to be stun immune, so, and slightly more aggressive. But yeah, just be careful of that, especially if he's like near you and he's still stunned from your aftershock timer and the Wrath of Tanarak does go off. It can throw you off if you're not expecting it. And yep, he goes down like a charm. So then I move on to my last two fights. I've got two minis. Got this man thing. Again, not too worried about any of the nodes, just because I've taken this fight so many times. Honestly, this placement is so common. But yeah, Quake is great for this, just because Man Thing isn't going to be gaining any power to throw off any specials. So when he does go below that 50%, every time Man Thing throws a special, he does gain a healing buff. And while that healing buff is active, then he's going to be unblockable due to the node. But yeah, he's not going to be gaining any power. He's not going to be even touching me. Now, take into consideration, these are fairly long Quake fights, especially for War. Bear in mind, I have doubled the speed or tripled the speed on all these fights, and they're still taking a while. So finally, I have this Dragon Man with Hazard Shift, Incinerate and Poison, and obviously stun immunity. So I did throw on Mags's pre-fight. Don't know what it really does for it, but I've just seen people throw it on. I've done this fight without it anyways. But key here again is you want to get him close to 1 bar of power and then dash back, have some distance, and start dexing. Now, I do mess up there. The distance obviously wasn't done well, but it's okay because I timed the aftershock well, so by the time he goes to trigger that power gain again, I'm going to have a concussion up. And yeah, the rest of the fight is very simple. Don't have to worry about the power gain ever popping up again, and yeah. So that's the great thing about Quake. You just got to make sure at the start of the fight, obviously you get that aftershock timing right, so that when the aftershock at the start does go off, that concussion is going to be up. When he does trigger that power gain again, the aftershock has to be up. One concussion needs to be up when he triggers that power gain. If that happens, he won't activate it, and the rest of the fight is done. So yeah, third war again, no deaths. It was a very close war. We had some issues, but yeah, we solved it. And third war, we ended up winning that one as well. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.